entrepreneurs, universities, students, and local NGOs. So that allows projects, social projects to emerge. And I'll give you an example. In Thailand, we work with an organization called Baketaka, who works with girls that are out of trafficking. So it's human trafficking. We work with girls between 12 to 18 years old, and they're in a center learning to develop different kinds of skills like creating bags, creating sewing, or creating handicrafts. And last year we ran an initiative with the support of the IDRC, the Canadian International Development Research Center, to run a waste management and income generation project, which was made with the local university, Mahidol University. So the idea of the project there was to incorporate in Thailand. There's a big problem with waste, especially with plastic bags. And the girls in the center were learning basic sewing techniques. So what we did with the project was incorporating a different kind of material. So that they were using the same techniques, the same traditional techniques, but they were using, instead of using polyester, plastic, they were using plastic bags to create new products. So there was the idea of this project was that in Thailand, working an island in the Chao Phraya River, and it was creating a center for collective the garbage around the city. We have the environmental students of Mahidol University involved in the creation of product and design. We have the center involved with all the work that they were already teaching to students, which was the sewing and the creating of this particular product. So that's an example of creating projects that are both locally born and that have a triple bottom approach. And then we have the basic business training program, which is really what we do is working in collaboration with other organizations. So it is we just go to assist what the local organization wants us to help them with. But all of the projects that we have created have been created with the community. You know, the training and assessment lead survey has been done with the community, and this has been projects that still today we are developing, but really were born from the local organization, and it's not only in the evaluation part, it was more. It is also coming from the designing of the project per se that these approaches have to take in consideration, as it was also mentioned by the two previous speakers. Okay, so this is just a couple of examples of the projects of the woman. And also at the same time, the co-op project allows us to create some awareness of these kinds of initiatives locally. And I just talked to you like the integrator of ethical fashion, which is here in Montreal. You're one to visit us. You're close to St. Hubert Street. I mean, we're in St. Hubert Street. And it is that the model of that incubator has a boutique, a gallery, and a business center. So we do the training program, we do the awareness events, and we have the space for selling. And this is how we're developing this kind of model. The idea is to be able to work on this model with our local partners also internationally. Okay, so why for us it's important to work on the gender lens? Why is it important for us to have a gender perspective? It's not only important to think about the problems and solutions that come from a local basis, but it's also very important to understand that problems and solutions are different for gender, but for either women and men. But not only for women and men in general, but maybe there will be certain problems that are more important for younger women than older men, or the solutions that might not be suitable for older women, but that they are very suitable for younger women. So it's not only saying there's not one solution that works out for everyone. Gender analysis allows us to understand also the complexities involved with the cultural, social, economical, and political elements and the relation in which these touch also individuals, both women and men. Additionally, on gender, we have for women, there's additional barriers such as poverty, that the majority of women, if we're gonna statistically measure poverty, it's highly feminized as well. Women are the ones that the caregivers, so they're the ones who are in charge of the family, so they have problems with mobility. So if when we are designing projects, we don't take this into consideration. It might not happen when we're doing training programs, in which we don't consider that we need to have child care facilities or that or child minding centers. These might not work as a solution as well. Mobility also includes also safety. Sometimes working in local communities means that you're gonna have to travel for long distances before you're able to get to the actual training center. So issues around safety or violence that can happen through this process is very important to take into consideration. And a general discrimination on the policies that just only take these elements on. Okay, so from our point of view, we try to, how do you go around to create a gender analysis? It starts with the training assessment needs survey. Like a gender analysis will tell you who is creating what and who's being benefited or affected with. Like when I create, so this is a series of questions that you can act on a transversal way in the whole process of your, from the designing of your project, from the implementation of your project to the evaluation part of the project. And the easiest way, and it's really not easy, there's not, like as I said, a simple solution about it, is really to have in the committee from the beginning women and men both involved in the decision-making process of what is going to happen, where it's going to happen, and how it's going to happen. And so incorporating these, there's frameworks. Harvard has a very simple framework that is just a set of questions that you add and that helps a lot to identify solutions. There's an example that happened in Kenya about a solution of a well, and they thought that the well was too far away from a community, from the village, so they took away the well and put it a lot closer to houses of people. But when the project was developed, no one was coming to the well, and the problem was mainly because for Kenyan women, it was very important to socialize around, like the only time that they had actually to be able to be among them was when they were going to travel to get the water from the well. But no one took that into consideration. There was a practical consideration of, okay, we have to move it in closer, but no one is using it now. Why is it's not used? Because it was not taking into consideration the need for women also to be able to socialize, like in the point in which a woman is in charge of everything from the house